The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. More to be desired are they than gold, yes, than much fine gold. Sweeter also than honey and the honeycomb. Moreover, by them your servant is warned, and in keeping them there is great reward. My name's Arthur. Thank you for joining me as we seek to meditate in Psalm 19, the second part of this psalm. It's a psalm of David, and in the first part he celebrates the fact that God's glory is shown in the heavens, in the firmament, the stars and the sun, that the heavens are a home for the sun, and the sun is so critical for life on earth. Its heat drives life on earth. So no man anywhere has an excuse for not recognizing God. We are not in control, but God has set up a system which provides for our daily needs in a most marvellous way. And every aspect of this world that we investigate, we can only say, ooh, ah, amazing, wonderful, whether it's in the telescope to the stars or the microscope to the atom. And everywhere in between, we live in a marvellous world, and it is designed and created by God. But what is the character of this God? We see his power and his glory in the creation. We find his nature in life and in the words that he has written to us. In the book of Hebrews, we find in time past God spoke to us by the prophets, but in these last days he has spoken to us by his Son. He created all things and he sustains all things. So the Son of God is the creator and the sustainer of the universe. And the character of this creator was revealed in the prophets. And so this is what David is celebrating here. The law of the Lord is perfect. The law is the things that are written in the scriptures, and these reveal the nature and character of God. If we fail to notice God in the creation, for which we have no excuse, we have his written word which spells it out for us. The testimony then that David writes concerning the word of God is this, verse 7 of Psalm 19. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. We need to be converted. Our soul needs to be changed because it is corrupted by sin. And the only way that our soul can be converted is by coming under the law of God. It is perfect. It teaches us the right way that we should live. The word perfect also means complete and mature. It is finished, and that law comes to us as the word of God. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple. David declares that there are no mistakes in the Bible, and Jesus declared exactly the same thing. And many people have found it so. Although some people accuse the Bible of making mistakes, if you investigate them, there are no mistakes that can be found. So, if we believe what is written in the Scriptures, for this is the testimony of the Lord, then we will be wise rather than fools. And the statutes of the law are right, rejoicing the heart. These are the regulations, the things that we should do and shouldn't do, the statutes. And then we have the commandments of the Lord, is pure, enlightening the eyes. So we have 4 descriptions of the Word of God, the law, the testimony, the statutes, and the commandments. These have different roles to convert our soul, to make us wise, to give us joy, and to give us understanding, enlightening the eyes. And that's why there is great value in spending time every day meditating in the Word of God. that our life might be changed, that we might be new creatures, that we might understand how we should live in this world, that we should have peace and joy in the circumstances of our life, that we might not walk in darkness, but have the light of life. We are not robots or marionettes or puppets. He has given us a set of circumstances and responsibility to make choices within those circumstances. He has also given us wisdom in the Scriptures to help us make those choices. That's why the Word of God is so important for us. And so he goes on, the fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The fear of the Lord is clean. That is, it drives us to do good things. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether. He doesn't make mistakes. A human judge will from time to time make an error. He might be affected by a bribe, or simply not have all the facts. But the Lord doesn't make mistakes. He's not influenced by bribes. He does not show favouritism. He has complete knowledge of all the facts. His judgments are true and right. And so David says, more to be desired are they than gold, yes, than much fine gold, sweeter than the honey and the honeycomb. And by them your servant is warned, and in keeping them there is great reward. What is the motivation for your life? For many, it is to get money. For others, it is to be happy, indulge in nice things. But deep-seated peace, joy, happiness is elusive. It's not found in entertainment, and it's not found in money. The key to both of these things is to seek first God and His righteousness. So it's of more value to have the wisdom of God and the understanding of God in your life than to have much gold and be a fool in dealing with it. It's a sad reality that many people pour millions of dollars into gambling and lotteries every day, and what does it bring them? Sorrow. Even those who win millions of dollars most often find the money destroys their life. Wisdom is much more profitable to us than gold. The Word of God, which is freely available to us, will give us great reward in our lives, which we cannot achieve in any other way. For the issue is, who can understand his errors? We need light to shine into our lives to understand when we are making mistakes. People will tell us all kinds of things and contradictory things. So who can understand when we're making a mistake? Understanding comes when we judge our lives in light of the Word of God. So David says, cleanse me from secret sins. Keep back your servant also from presumptuous sins. If we fail to investigate something properly and just make presumptions about it, we'll get into trouble. The Scriptures will give us wisdom about some of these things so that we won't get into trouble. He says, let them not have dominion over me, then I shall be blameless, and I shall be innocent of great transgression. We'll always make mistakes, but if we have sufficient knowledge, then we won't make those great errors that are really disastrous for our lives. So there is the opportunity of a relationship with God through the Word of God that comes to us. And on the basis of this he concludes the psalm by saying, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. The psalm begins with God of creation, his glory and power, but it ends with a personal relationship. God is my strength, God is my Redeemer, and God is the one that I seek to please. So may the words of my mouth be acceptable in your sight. Every day, all the day, may the thoughts of my heart be acceptable to your sight. And how can that be? It is through the Word of God, converting our soul, making us wise, giving us joy, giving us light, that we might walk in a way that pleases God. The law of the Lord is perfect.